What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Sun Life.
And Katie.
Welcome to Tampa, Florida. We are on Hillsborough by the airport, and we're going to drive clear through Tampa during rush hour. It's 4:30. Behind us is town and country, and in front of us is Tampa. To the south of us is the airport. To the north of us is Brooksville, Florida. Way up that way.
I like Brooksville.
Not only Brooksville. Even with the whole pigeon racing thing, I didn't like this in Brooksville area.
We like two different things.
Yeah. Well, for one, I like women and you like men, so that's one thing we can't agree on. We're just different creatures. We have different interests. You like flowers, I like cars. I don't even know how we ended up together being so different. So tell people about Tampa, Katie.
It's Tampa. It's nice.
We are on Hillsborough.
We are on Hillsborough, which is main road in Tampa.
One of the many main roads. And
we are next to the airport.
There's a mall over here I wanted to check out.
What do you want to do at the mall?
Lady, with a neck like that, you'd think you could see better.
El Cubanzo que barato.
El Cubano, not El Cubanzo. El Cubanzo.
It says Cubanzo.
Oh my gosh, it does. El Cubarazo. El Cubarazo. El Cubanazo, Katie, please.
Okay.
Gosh. Remember what you said is very offensive in Spanish.
Okay.
El Cubanazo. Say it with me. Cubanazo.
El Cubanazo.
The thing you said is like very offensive, by the way.
Okay.
You said a very large Cuban who's not straight. That's what you said.
Oh.
You gotta be careful with Spanish, dude.
Yeah.
In Spanish, you can like say the wrong things just by switching one letter.
Yeah. I've heard about that.
You'd have to fight if you said that to somebody. You'd have to fight them. Another Cuba. This is just called Cuba.
Yeah.
It's just Cuba. What are they selling? Food, clothes, cell phones. Like, what is it? It just says La Cuba.
Mi hotel, mi caro, mi tienda.
My car, my hotel, my store. Yeah, what are they selling?
I think they're selling trips to Cuba. Because they're talking about luggage.
This guy looks so Cuban. He looks like an organero.
He looks angry. No.
¿Qué vuelta, Cere? ¿Qué vuelta, mi hermano? ¿Cómo anda la vida? ¿Cómo que agita, bro? Día tranquilo, Cere. Dale, hermano. This place is like so Cuban, bro. West Tampa has a lot of Cubans.
Yeah, I think we found someone with morning sickness.
Oh, the person threw up?
Yeah.
Wait, how did she throw up? She was like driving. Well, her neck is long enough to reach over.
No, the
a
passenger. Yeah.
How come I couldn't see the passenger? I just saw like the lady's neck.
Yeah, the door opened and their head came out and some other things too.
Oh, some more stuff happened. Okay. So I think we take Hillsborough all the way through. Maybe we'll get on 275 because Interstate 4 is a nightmare getting out of Tampa. Look at this. The entire metropolitan area is red.
Have you drank enough water today?
Stop trying to give me water.
What? Stop caring about you?
The girl's neck is so big, I thought she could just from the driver's seat open the door and... Girl, you see how big her neck was? Like a giraffe was driving that car. Oh man, hopefully we'll try to stay on here. If traffic gets bad, we'll go either north or south.
Yeah.
I hate Tampa traffic in the afternoon. It's not as bad as Los Angeles, but it's bad. How many Cuban restaurants does the city need?
Carniceria.
Oh
Man, this is like, I
Dude,
like
this has become like a lot of Spanish business ownership.
I like it though.
Yeah.
They got like,
Look at that little
there's
thing.
more Bravos than Starbucks.
Let me ask you this though.
Yeah.
Why is it if Tampa has all these Latin businesses,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still more fun to go to Miami?
I don't know.
Isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
It is 100 times more fun to go to Miami than it is to be in Tampa.
Because Miami has beaches. Miami is a
clear
beach
water.
town. Yep.
They have clear water here.
Mm-hmm.
There's red tide right now, but
Yeah.
you know what I think it is?
Mm.
As you're heading into the beach in the afternoon in Tampa, this might be a weird thing to even say.
Yeah.
As you're heading into the beach in Miami, the sun sets behind you.
Yeah.
And here the sun sets as you're heading towards the beach, and nobody wants to see the sun in their face when they're going to the beach. Could something that small make all the difference in the world?
Probably.
No.
I would say so.
And in fact, you'd think Tampa would be cooler because you have more white people, which is Miami's just more Hispanic. So you'd think here you'd have more of a diverse feel
Mm-hmm.
because you have more like, I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
You would think Tampa would have better vibes, but it really doesn't.
No.
Like, it's nice to be here, but it's not like Miami still beats it on the vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I think we would really enjoy living in Miami. I mean, it's not like you're gonna be like working at a El Rapido or something.
Yeah. El Rapido is like the 7-Eleven of Cuba, if anyone's wanting the reference or cross, like.
El Rapido's like a Cuban 7-Eleven.
But it has like 10 times worse quality, but it's like better. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, it has exactly what you would need.
Mm-hmm.
Worst customer service in a restaurant in Alabama. Because they're not known for their customer service.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
I will say I had so much fun trying to find the El Rapido in Cuba.
Rapido.
El Rapido.
El Rapito is like a rabid cat or something. I don't know.
Well, that kind of describes like what's going on there. Not really. Like trying to find it. It's interesting. I don't know how to describe it. It is like.
You know what I found odd about Cuba?
Yeah.
Everybody treated you so nice as an American. Do you ever realize
Yeah.
how a mannequin holding a Cuban
Yeah.
flag? Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you realize how well people treat you in Cuba?
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of odd? Because at the end of the day, don't like Cubans in Cuba
Cubans in America
hate Americans.
hate Americans.
But Cubans in Cuba actually like you were treated like a star in Cuba. Everywhere. Like everybody was like, oh my gosh, it's an American. Make her coffee. I'm like, that's not what you do to Americans. Like, you're gonna kill her. Like, an American, bring her coffee. I'm like, she's already had like 20 coffees today, guys. They're like, she has to have our coffee. I'm like,
Yeah.
she's gonna have a heart attack at this point. But that is an interesting observation. Why are people in Cuba so nice to Americans?
I would take the coffee over the.
Possibly the safest place for an
Yeah.
American would be in the whole world is probably Cuba.
Yeah.
No, I'm a Cuban from Cuba who left Cuba.
Uh-huh.
You get looked down on.
Yeah.
But if you go as an American, I don't know. Like, I never went anywhere and people were so fascinated with Katie. They're trying to give her coffee, and random strangers would invite us to sit down in their house. Maybe they thought you were loaded. So I'm about to throw up.
But I will say I had a good time. And I met your grandpa while I was over there.
Mm-hmm.
I loved your grandpa. He was a nice guy.
Sure. Why? Maybe they thought you were loaded. I think that's maybe why they liked you. They thought you were like, oh my gosh. Like if the Cubans that go to America come back with money, imagine this is like the holy grail right here.
You showed them your car. Remember you had the Mercedes at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, why did... I guess they thought you... Maybe... Was it genuinely they liked you, or do you think they just thought you were loaded? Like you were just giving them like $1 million a piece or something? That would be an interesting thing, because if it's not genuine...
Mm-hmm.
Do you think when people in Cuba were being friendly to you, they were genuinely being friendly, or you thought they were like looking at you with hungry eyes?
It depends on the person. Literally, it depends on the person.
Because I'll tell you, Havana next signal.
Because there was only one person who gave me a bad vibe the whole time I was there.
Yeah, I know who you mean too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell she was greedy.
Yeah.
But
it's okay. Nobody liked it.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Apart from that, there's another Cuban business. Envíos a Cuba. What does it say? You don't know Spanish. Why am I asking you this? Like, I see a sign in Spanish. I'm like, what's it say?
Matrimonials?
Wow, you can
Something about wedding.
You can send a wedding to Cuba.
How do you send weddings to Cuba? Are you paying for somebody's wedding?
Bring a bride from Cuba. Interesting.
You can bring a bride from Cuba.
I mean, it says... Okay, so you can get married or you can send... Okay, so their business has multiple facets. One facet of their business is sending stuff to Cuba. But if you're not interested in sending stuff to Cuba, you can get married in that building. Next to a bail bonds. Very romantic.
Yeah.
Very romantic, by the way.
I mean, we got married at the courthouse. We should have got married there.
I didn't realize there were so many Cubans in Tampa.
Yeah.
Well, even where we live in the outskirts of... I mean, it's 2 hours from here, but... we live in the Tampa metropolitan area. There's more Cuban flags over there. What the crap?
Mm-hmm.
I had no... Well, Puerto Rican flag. Puerto Rican and American flag over there.
Yeah. And this is the furthest south you'll see a crystal.
Right. Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
There's another food truck, ambulance. Dang it, Alabama. Instead of ambulance, now I say ambulance.
Havana supermarket.
Okay, the best... Isn't the Cuban place we like over here? The best Cuban sandwich in Tampa is not too far from here.
Yeah. It's by, what's it called?
Yeah, that is a Christian.
Alhambra.
Alhambra.
Armenia.
Armenia. They're just coming up ahead. The best Cuban sandwich in Tampa, in my personal opinion, my favorite Cuban sandwich place in Tampa, take a left right here.
Poppy's.
It's called People's or Poppy's. Poppy's. It's right behind this, right here.
You want to get it and then get it for later?
No, I can't do it. Right there. It's a red building with a blue roof.
Yeah.
It's on the intersection of Armenia and Hillsborough. On the northwest side. I think the back street's called Henry. It's either called Poppy's or People's. Poppy's?
Yeah.
So the best, when I come to Tampa and I don't get a Cuban sandwich. Ooh, I do want to get one.
Let's go get it.
For later?
Yeah.
No, I can't do it. I'm just too tired, baby.
Come on. Oh, it's okay. They're already closed.
Okay. Well, anyways, we're on Armenia. North Armenia, 5400 block. That's Armenia, Armenia. On the intersection of Hillsborough and Armenia. Behind Tampa Nails. It's a place called Poppy's Cuban. It's like a little grocery store. It's hole in the wall. Metal bars on the front. You walk to the back. And you say, "Hey, Poppy!" Just playing. You know how to do that. A lot of Americans go there. They speak English.
They're very nice people.
Yeah, they are. They all speak English.
I've been going there for years. They always treat me very well.
Right. Well, anyways, I, as a Cuban, don't order a Cuban sandwich. I order a steak sandwich, which is in Tampa, Cuban steak Cuban bread with potato chip slices, mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, along those lines. Best Cuban sandwich. Now again, I'm a real Cuban, so I don't order a Cuban sandwich. I order a steak Cuban sandwich instead
and if you're and I've seen it in comments on videos. He doesn't even know what an Atlanta Ruse sandwich is.
A what?
It's like some kind of like sandwich that a president brought over from Cuba. He had in Cuba.
I have no idea.
And it's like gained popularity here.
Right, I'm a real Cuban. So when I order a sandwich, a steak sandwich, sometimes they'll have onion. I don't like it with onion. I'll say no onion. But when I order my steak sandwich, a Cuban sandwich to me is Cuban bread, Cuban steak. It can be marinated in onion, but I don't like it with the onion on the sandwich. The little potato slice chips, which is like little potato fries but really small. And tomato, lettuce, mayonnaise, along those lines.
I like lots of mayonnaise.
Why is nobody on this lane? It ends. Dang it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if I can get back over. People are gonna think I'm an idiot or a jerk, but I have to. I don't live here, so I didn't know you couldn't be in that lane. I mean, I could have figured it out, but I thought nobody was in this lane. Remember this bridge when we came to get our rims for? Remember when we bought the rims for my Mercedes-Benz you were talking about? We got the rims for my Mercedes-Benz right here in Tampa.
I think that used to be a hotel.
Remember we got our rims here?
Yeah.
We got the rims here.
Or maybe it's on the other side. I remember a bridge in a hotel.
Yes. This is where we got the rims for our Mercedes-Benz. 18-inch dubs.
And we had to stay at the hotel because you couldn't get a hotel if you were under 21 that was actually nice.
Right. Yeah, we were traveling before we were old enough to travel.
Yeah.
It just, a lot of hotels won't let you get.
It's liability. It's a liability thing.
It's like a really pretty neighborhood for like the next 2 blocks. There's like a beautiful little neighborhood right here. Big giant brick houses that are historic and stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a really pretty neighborhood around here. This neighborhood right here is gorgeous. So up ahead comes US 41. In theory, we could take US 41 all the way through Tampa. 275 is gridlocked. Actually, Hillsborough goes all the way through really smoothly. It's not the most scenic drive to Tampa, but it's a drive to Tampa. Oh, yes. This isn't bad for Tampa traffic, actually. Seems like we hit a pretty good, not a bad street to be on right now. Tampa traffic is a nightmare, dude. It's like bad. But yeah, when we first met, I had a red Mercedes-Benz from the 90s. This thing was like red Mercedes-Benz in the 90s when they're nice and square looking and pretty. It was Java red. I put 18-inch dub looking wheels on it. Had alligator skin headliner. The headliner was alligator skin. I got that down off of Fowler in Fort Myers. Alligator skin. I had an alligator head on the dash. I might do it for this car. Want to get the alligator head for in here?
Good.
Get an alligator head. You can put it up here. It's a flat.
Yeah.
I had an alligator head and I had alligator skin seats, peanut butter guts with alligator skin headliner. Because when I bought the car, the headliner was coming apart. So when I went to get it redone, I went to the shop. I went to the hood and just got it done with alligator skin. So I had alligator skin headliner. I think I did some other little details in alligator skin on the interior too. And it was like a perfect color match to the interior of the car. Then I had alligator head inside the car. We had kickers in the trunk. I had two 15s in the truck. Yes, I said 15s. I had two 15-inch subwoofers, kickers, window tints, and back then I had a TV in the in the CD player, which back then was like, that was cool back then. And then it was like a USB player back then, a USB player where you could watch a music video. I think you had to download it to like LimeWire. Like, I remember, I used to get stuff back then.
Yeah.
I think through LimeWire. I can't remember what was the thing, but you could. I can't remember how I would get it, but I had like music videos playing on my like CD player. It was just the coolest thing ever. And those 15s would kick. But then I met a young lady.
Yes.
Just about ruined my freaking. Oh, it's a cop behind us.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't choke
You had the rims. You got all that while you were with me.
You eventually pretty much I love you.
That was before the marriage. Yeah. After the marriage.
After the marriage, there's nobody else left to impress.
Yeah.
You ruined my life.
I probably made your life better.
Another Cuban fight. There's that many Cubans around here. The Dutch motel. Let me just tell you, that does not look Dutch to me.
No.
Doodle. Okay, here's that neighborhood I was telling you. This neighborhood's got beautiful houses. Like all beautiful looking, probably into the millions. There's just big, beautiful houses. There's a video there a while back. Nobody cared to look at it.
Yeah. Do you like the houses?
No, there's some beautiful houses back in here.
I can tell it's a good neighborhood.
It's a beautiful neighborhood. Big front porches and stuff.
Yeah, people are walking their kids and dogs. It's a good area.
Wow. I didn't know you could walk your kids. I thought they just did that by themselves. I did not know.
In a stroller. You know, one of those pram things.
Okay. Okay. Look at 275. La madre de los tomates. Mira eso. My goodness. Can you imagine being stuck in that thing right now? La madre de los tomates, bro. The mother. What does that even mean? The mother of tomatoes. Cubans say the dumbest things. La madre de los tomates. Like the mother of tomatoes. Like, what does that even mean? Katie? The mother of tomatoes. That's one of those things that makes no sense in English, but perfect sense in Spanish.
Like that ranch where they start singing songs that are goofy.
Excuse you. Columbia Motel. Bedbug Motel. Okay, we're rolling through here. We are actually moving through here, man. We finance, but then their building is all abandoned. Looks like they got repossessed. I guess they're financing bad stuff. Then I met Katie. Don't touch me. Off me.
Oh, you want to hold hands? I would love to hold your hand.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
You want to play single?
Don't touch me.
You want to be single?
I had a Benz.
You want to go back to being single?
I want to go back to just dating you.
You want to date me?
Again.
You want to get married again?
Didn't I just say that ruined my life? We made nice memories together. Good stuff.
I support you.
Like that poster supporting that guy. He's just leaning on it.
I love you.
How many vagrant people do you need on an intersection? Nice graffiti there. Good memories, man. Me and you coming out. Whoa, slow down with the door down. Good memories coming out here and getting rims on our car. Remember that bed bug motel we stayed at that we thought was fancy?
Yeah.
Because they had it down. It was like the ghettoest hotel ever, but it had a good view. But of course, we were teenagers, so we thought it was the coolest thing on earth.
I remember, when we were driving through Ocala on the pigeon racing trips and seeing this Days Inn next to the highway. The one that's like white and orange and like pastel colors, and thinking, if I could stay there, I've made it. And I look at that thing now and it's like,
right.
I would never stay there. Farmer's Market. This is what I've been wanting to check out.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, it's like, for me, it was the Red Lobster in Naples.
Yeah.
We used to always drive by the Red Lobster on one of the beats.
Yeah.
And then my parents never once took me there.
Yeah.
Not even once did I ever go to the freaking Red Lobster in Naples.
Yeah.
Now I drive by that thing, I'm like, that's what poor peasants think is rich people food. Carpets on the side of the road and stuff. There's no shortage of good cover photos when you're doing a Tampa video.
Yeah, pretty much. How do they always know?
Church is shaking, man. Church is shaking.
Yeah.
Did they close down a Church is shaking?
Yeah. It looks like it got vandalized.
I can't believe how many businesses are closing down. If the We Finance and Church is shaking are no longer open. This reminds me of San Antonio, Texas.
Tropical cuisine in an old Pizza Hut.
I'll be honest, this little stretch has some of the most interesting stuff of all Tampa. There's some like interesting businesses and signs and stuff out here.
I do feel like some of the flavor that Miami used to have is going away though.
No, the old Miami doesn't even exist. Who would have thought that people... What's this sign supposed to mean? At least we can go. I guess it means...
Stop on flashing, then proceed if clear.
It's clear. I'm going. Look at these buildings. Like, look at that, the roof line of that building. There's so much like interesting architecture out here and stuff. It's really a kind of a hidden gem of urban. It's a very neat urban drive.
I can't tell if it was designed that way or a hurricane hit it.
I'm sure they designed it that way. It looks cool. This area has some of the coolest signs ever. Is there like a Nebraska? This will work 50th?
That's 40th.
40th will do it too. What I'm trying to do is go south because eventually I'm trying to bypass most of the... Oh, sorry, dude. I didn't mean to run you over.
You didn't.
Well, I almost did. Okay, what I want to do is I want to bypass...
A lot of the...
Yeah, the I-4... That little corner of this.
I get you.
Is it me or has this traffic eased up a little bit? So I guess the Cuban area has moved further west. Kind of like West Tampa's more Cuban. Dominican Hair Salon. Oh, pero qué es lo que. Oh, tú quieres arreglarte el pelo, pero tú ves que ese pelo está feo. Oh, yo soy un peluquero y no soy un mago. ¿Qué tú crees? Oh, this is the hood back in here. Remember we did a video back in there?
Yeah.
It's pretty hood back in there.
Meat
Silver
market.
dollar, the sign of that store. This area has some of the. Doesn't Martin Luther King take us out pretty smoothly?
It could.
It could. I think that might be our way out. Although, because if you keep going further south at bottlenecks, I don't want to get stuck on MLK is usually a pretty smooth way out. Unless you want to go through Gibson, but that usually bottlenecks too.
Whatever.
Is this MLK right here?
Yeah.
I think MLK. Got that quad down there. GPS home and see what it says. It's just that, like, just maybe less snowbirds this time of year. Last time we were out here, traffic was horrendous.
An hour and 7 minutes.
Really, that's it? There's no MLK. Oh, I'm not doing that. It would have been better to stay on 41. They were trying to get us on that stupid expressway. Let's take MLK. And 50. I don't trust it. I think I'm going to take MLK all the way through. I don't trust what it suggests. I'm going to take MLK all the way through. That takes forever. Oh, look at that Impala. They messed up the Impalas with the new design. It'll never be the same. It'll never be the same. Repo to the depot. Let's go. Let's go, man. Ooh, there is traffic through here. Let's go the other way. Oh, tractor crossing? Really? Out here? There's the cemetery. You alright?
Mm-hmm.
You're driving. I am really dizzy. Why are you burning so heavily? No, we could take 50th, but I'm gonna take this to 75. Although you gotta be real careful because sometimes 75 gets a lot of traffic right on the outskirts of Tampa. Not sure what the best option here is. You can't block. Well, they got a stop sign, but you can't block the intersection. It's alright. Just dizzy from being on the car all day. You want me to stop somewhere? That's right. Can't really block the intersection. I'm driving, I can't read that. Gotcha. Can't really block the intersection. Car behind me is like 15 feet back. I'd imagine if a semi truck or a school bus needs. There we go. I see you. What am I supposed to do then? Here, now we can go. Well, move along, folks. A train. Go, women, drive. I still like Miami vibes are so different.
I've always liked Tampa more than Miami.
Not sure why. I like Miami vibes more.
I've always thought I was gonna end up in Tampa.
You live in a Tampa metro area.
No, since I was like 18, I always thought I would end up in Tampa.
We used to come here all the time.
Yeah.
For one, rent's up there. Rent's back then $800.
Yeah.
You could have got a rent for $700 in Tampa. You couldn't even find that in Naples.
Yeah.
Naples was like $1,400, $1,300. Barbecue? What are they rated? Casual. No, I'm not hungry now. I'm saying for next time.
Yeah.
We have to find. I'm sure there's somewhere in Tampa. I hear the barbecue in that Drew Park place is great, but we've never been able to hit them. Every time I go there, they're closed or. They're supposed to be really good barbecue.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point where I can't even eat barbecue because my blood pressure go up right off the bat.
I know. I have the same thing with. Like,
and I have no self-control. If you put a rack in front of me, I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
I know. Same here.
But I guess in the future we could do barbecues. We can get a rack and then split it.
Yeah.
Or half a
That's
rack
what we
and
used
split
to do when we were younger, and yeah, we'd get our whole rack and we'd split it.
We can't do that anymore.
No.
I can do like 2 bones at most.
Same here.
Just taste it. But the thing is, like with barbecue, I go crazy.
Yeah. I've always wanted to try to make it.
I used to make good barbecue, remember?
Yeah, you used to make
the barbecue that I made wasn't bad. I'll tell you.
You made really good barbecue. We just haven't like grilled ourselves.
Is this the interstate? No, not yet.
Since we lived in Naples.
This ain't the interstate.
This is 4.
There's a Temple Sweets. Oh, they got a po-po, man.
I think there might have been a slight hit.
Hide that real quick.
Hide what? Responsible adult?
Just stick that underneath the seat real quick.
There's nothing to stick under the seat, weirdo.
Act normal. Just act
the
normal.
only one who's acting irrational is you.
Okay. Little Nissan Mazda. Let's see what it says now. Bottleneck in traffic. We could take 301. I would almost risk taking 301.
I think so too.
Or 78 flies through a bunch of stuff in Tampa too. But I suspect that might be a gridlock now. I'm tempted. It says 4 minutes slower, but I doubt it. It says 301 is 4 minutes slower. Do you believe it or not? I don't believe it. It says it'll take us 6 minutes longer, but something tells me it won't.
No.
We'll decide when we get there.
Yeah.
So this is a gas station where that thing we talked about earlier happened.
Yeah.
That is crazy. And it doesn't even look like a bad gas station. In fact, we're out of gas. It doesn't even look like a bad gas station. There's like nobody hanging out or anything. It looks like a normal gas station.
Yeah. And they were trying to help the guy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. He's like, we did not fear him.
That's crazy. Can you believe that, dude? But it's wild, like that's what I think about this little area. This area doesn't look bad, but it's a bad area. That is nuts, bro. This is Orient. How about this traffic? We're going that way. Pretty bad. Clear. interstate, so I'd be like completely gridlocked.
Don't even take the interstate. Take the 301. The interstate is like gridlocked from like Riverview to like Sun City, pretty much.
But 301, well, that's south. You're gonna have to go through them no matter what. Nice palm trees.
You can take 301 south, and it's like a lot less.
GPS says all the way to the house. It's not possible. I mean, 301 just 275 is what I meant. Yeah, here's 301 right here. That's pretty sad.
Yeah.
I don't carry cash anymore. I've stopped. We gotta get gas.
I think it's better that we don't carry cash.
These days, sometimes it's good to have just a $10 bill in case somebody's balling you. Just throw it at them and see if they'll leave you alone.
Yeah.
Nice Cadillac. Pimpin'. Let me see if I can get gas here. Might be enough gas to make it back home, but I'll be quick. This is a
Yeah, just get gas. And
Maserati. I think I'm gonna take 301. It doesn't look too bad. Let me see here. Make it quick. Well, the thing is, in Bradenton, I had cash here, but you know how Bradenton is. There's so many people begging in Bradenton, it's like you can't even. Don't wait. That's the thing about this car, it's like nothing to fill it up. $34. So one thing this car's got going for it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. But dang, this car is so economical. It's so economical, man. It's economical. It's very economical. Economical. Okay, let's roll up out of here. what the real one is. Let's see. Can't beat the gas miles on this car. I like the gold wheels on that.
It's nice.
I think the last year model they come with gold wheels like that.
Yeah.
2023. Excuse you. Tacuache! ¿Qué le pasó al tacuache? So far, it doesn't look too bad there. Tenemos, ¿se retiró? Nine? What exactly is going on here?
I don't know.
It has like the tallest cargo I've ever seen. Resistance, man. I'll tell you what, they 12 foot tall down there. Now we're in the far east side of Tampa. Columbus. Oh, it's not a heavy load. It's just a styrofoam panel for like refrigerators and stuff. I love how she gets mad at me if I try to take the phone away, but I'm driving. Trying to figure out where we're going. Excuse you. Not the real one. Heavier than usual traffic. That's great. Because usual traffic's already horrible. Driving this time of day, you could drive for 10 minutes and the ETA is actually longer than when it was when you first started the trip.
Yeah.
It's unbearable. There it is. There it is.
It's just up to the light.
Two's hurting a little bit. Not supposed to be hurting this far into this. And by the way, it is hurting a little bit. That's not good at all. No, it's not supposed to hurt at this point, right? Not even a little.
It's only been about a week, so
It could be an infection.
that's why they wanted you to finish taking the antibiotics. It might have been that you felt so sick because it was fighting so hard.
I only stopped it one day early.
Yeah.
He gave me an antibiotic. The day that I went in, he gave me one pill.
Yeah.
So I kind of did take it for 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
What's one more day gonna do anyway? It's just, I was already so sick I couldn't even go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be careful with infection though.
Yeah. This is the Toyota dealership.
So that whole thing between Crown, root canal, we're gonna up like $4,000.
35.
With your
My
stuff,
stuff is $4,000.
$4,000. Man, it's just crazy. how skinny those tires are in that Corvette. And it's got curb rash. With the wide
I think it
drive,
was so expensive because we put it off for so long.
with dental care,
Yeah.
don't let things get bad.
Yeah.
Because in the long run, that's what happens.
Yep.
A lesson learned with dental care.
Yep.
You can't put it off.
Yep. You got to go in for your cleaning every 6 months.
Those are like the skinniest tires I've ever seen. Wow. This ride like a rock. Both rims are curb rashed. What happens when another left, right? It's like an inch of tire. I like it though. Get to that medio city. Understand when you got curve rash, it's like no tire at all on that thing. Just push it to the limit on that thing. It's times like this where I wish I was like in a big, comfortable Chevy truck and not just
Yeah.
But again, the gas mileage, baby.
Yeah.
This whole east side of Tampa has like no character at all.
Yeah.
It's so bland of an area. That's what I don't like about Tampa area in general. Look at a car like ours, but with like really nice rims. This part of Tampa is so bland. A lot of Tampa is bland, but man, this part in particular, it's like so devoid of character.
Yeah. It really is very bland.
The interstate might have been a better option than this.
Interstate says it's worse.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't know why the Corvette is sweet. It's missing something. ATV shop right there. There's a lot of new apartments on this side of
It's
town.
really nice.
Just imagine living out here. This is like so much traffic.
Yeah.
This the interstate or is this that expressway thing?
That's a tollway.
Oh, we're not even in the interstate. Somehow I thought we were already there.
I-75 is on the other side.
Yeah.
It's over here.
Surprising that it's moving.
I-75 is right there, next left.
We're gonna keep going.
Okay.
You could go through there, but we're gonna. We should have gone. Yeah, there's no real right or wrong answer in this part of Tampa. This time of day around here, there's no right or wrong answer. Doesn't matter what you're doing, it's gonna be a nightmare. reminds me of East Montgomery.
Yeah.
Just nicer.
Yeah.
My head feels like it's swollen.
Yeah.
Feels like my brain is swollen at this point. Morgan and Morgan, Ford paper. Let's see, well. Okay, we shaved a lot of time off by going through here. It never really suggests you the quick. I don't know if you know that.
Mm-hmm.
Google Maps never really suggests the quickest route.
Excuse me. Google Map wants to put you
On the interstates, always, you know, tolls and interstates, yeah.
tolls and interstates.
And look, if you're going into Tampa, 301's not a bad way to get in.
No.
Like, let's say this time of day you're going into Tampa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, 301 heading north
Yeah.
is a great bypass to the traffic. Stop.
Hmm?
Stupid fingers. Look, if you're, let's say you're passing Tampa, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're heading northbound on 75 during rush hour. If you were just to get off on 301, look, there's like no traffic going northbound.
Mm-hmm.
So when the interstate's gridlocked like this,
Mm-hmm.
you get off on 301 and just take that loop.
Yeah.
Get off on 301 and then 301 meets back to 75. So if you're ever heading northbound through Tampa, we should try that.
Okay.
When we're going northbound through Tampa during gridlock traffic, instead of going on Interstate 75, take 301.
Yeah.
At least for the stretch where it parallels it, north of, definitely not through Uri, but through up here, through Tampa. Because the traffic heading northbound's not bad. But right now, Interstate 75 heading northbound is probably gridlocked. By about right here, you start to see a lot more new apartments.
Mm-hmm.
50 miles to Sarasota.
I want to start looking at cars.
For what?
True.
Look at cars right now. Look, there's right there. There's a car right there.
No, like I don't like. There's a lot of things I don't like about this car.
A lot of things I don't like about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
But you sign a contract and you're stuck with it now. The car payment.
Yeah.
Oasis 301. You want to see what those are going for? The Oasis at 301. It's an oasis of traffic. You know, want to look at cars?
No, like inside it.
You wanna, no, I'm serious. You really want to look at cars?
The Jeep?
Do you want to look at cars?
Yeah.
Look, the car right there.
Don't be scared.
There's a car there. I've been looking at cars for the last hour.
No, like buying type thing.
Oh, no.
Switching out our car.
You want to switch out our car?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sure. If you go get a job at the Toyota dealership, you can switch out cars every day. They have this thing where you shuttle people.
Don't be a jerk.
Pays like $14 an hour. You
A
can switch out cars all in and out all day.
one
Showing
bedroom,
customers.
one bath with a similar floor plan to the one we have.
Mm-hmm.
Less than $1,700.
So Tampa's not more expensive. Why does everybody say Tampa's more expensive? I know why, because they're looking at like huge apartments or houses.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a one bedroom, one bath,
Mm-hmm.
why do people want like 3 and 4 bedroom houses? They don't need
You
them.
can get a two bedroom, 2 bath for about $22.
That's about what we're paying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get when people say Tampa's more expensive. Well, how is it more expensive? Oh, if you want a 3 or 4 bedroom house, a married couple doesn't need a. Why do people feel like they need a 3 or 4 bedroom house? Is what I don't get.
Look,
Most people,
even if
it's
we
just a
had
married.
one child, you'd
You only
only need a 2 bedroom.
Yeah, crap, I never had my own bedroom growing up. I mean, I'm here today.
I did.
Quite a few problems, but I'm here.
I did, but in our situation, we had to have separate rooms. Yeah.
I'm saying most people don't need a 3 or a 3-2. Like most people want a 3, get like married couples, no kids, feel. They need a 3-2 because it's a better investment or something.
And I'd say a lot of the time, we probably could have. And it probably would have saved my parents money, but yeah.
All I'm saying is, dale, mijo, aprieta.
Yeah.
Don't fall behind.
Yeah.
Qué clase de tipo. Este tipo, man.
But it was better that we both had our own rooms.
At the end of the day, most people feel all you need is like a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Like if you're a married couple, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. You don't need 2 bedroom for what? Even I record in I could make it the excuse that I need an office. I record in the living room. There are times where I have to shut off her washing machine and scream at her to shut up so I can record in the living room. We make it work.
We make it work.
Do people really need 3 bedroom, 2 bath houses? I don't really.
No. I mean, if you have kids, it's one thing, but if it's just a couple, you don't really need it.
Why don't these cars just fly through here? Just fly. It doesn't matter. Like you can just go. Just go. Isn't this where we always see like wild hogs on the side of the road?
Yeah.
What's up with all the cotton?
I know, right?
In Alabama or something? I just feel like people get way over their heads, man.
Yeah.
Like, people say Tampa's expensive. 1,700. Okay, in a bad city, that doesn't have warm weather, you're gonna pay 1,500.
Yeah.
In a Charlotte or Atlanta or Nashville or whatever, you're gonna pay 1,500 for a new apartment. So what the crap is the difference to pay 1,700? It's $200 a month. If you can't come up with $200, get out of here. Some crackheads can come up with $200.
Yeah.
Well, women, make it happen. Don't touch me. Why is everybody on their brakes? Just slam on the gas and honk the horn and flick people off and make it faster.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Okay. Take that, New Yorker! Oh, it's nice that window. Hey, you conned me into driving all day. So Tampa's actually pretty huge if you're driving across it. Not by landmass, but like if you're driving through Tampa, you could quite literally, from one end to the other, like from Sarasota to like Dunedin, could be what, like 3-hour drive or something, 2.5-hour drive. That what down there? Look how much traffic's going northbound. It's not really that much traffic. They're all going slow. But if you look carefully, they're setting by volume. There's no reason why they shouldn't be going 80, 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Where is there? Where's there? Quítate en medio, Aceri! Feels great to have this window on. Okay, I'm gonna use this adaptive cruise control. most Cuban names ever? I go first.
Belkis.
Ah, come on, dude. You win. Yarmaldelis.
Poopy.
You win. Yarbelkis.
You're this
Yar-
guy.
Yardelkis.
Mm-hmm.
Jordani.
Hey, Mara.
Yaidelkis.
Pookie.
What is this guy doing?
You know, I'm just doing this for like people I've met.
Del Culis. I'm sorry, that didn't sound right. Yabelki. It has to start with a Y and end with a Y, basically. Yasmani.
Yosvani.
There you go.
And these are just people I've met in general.
Yasmani, Yasbelki.
Yosmani Garcia.
Osmani. Yabelki. Okay, so I heard that the reason Cubans started to give themselves names that started with Y and ended with Y was during like the communist period.
Yeah.
They wanted to sound Russian. I have no idea how much truth there is to that. But at the end of the day, it was like trying to sound Russian or something. Not sure why.
Would they have some parents?
I have no idea. But it was a thing in Cuba. I think there's an article on Google about that. Why do Cuban names start with a Y and end with a Y? Jordani. Yodelki. Look up Cuban name list. Just Google Cuban names. Katie. So all these construction equipment. Now he gets out.
Benita.
Benita. That's more of a Puerto Rican name.
Bebe.
No, never heard of that.
Adancia.
Adancia. What the crap? I've never heard nobody call Adancia.
Adancia. Desidero.
Never heard it.
Elena.
Elena.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
Clara.
Clara. Clarita. Hey, Clarita. Hey, yeah, I can see that.
Flora Maria.
What?
Flora Maria.
Flora Maria. Never heard of it. I've never seen a Flora Maria. I've met a Maria.
Elisa.
Yes. Plenty of Elisas.
Amy.
Amy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's spelled the same way as an American Amy?
Aymee. Amy.
How's it spelled?
Aymee.
Amy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not Amy. Amy.
Mariposa.
Mariposa. That's a butterfly. I've never met a mariposa. Somebody will really name their kid Butterfly?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can tell you would.
No.
Filiberto.
What an ugly name. Filiberto.
Mm-hmm.
I have met, not Cuban Filibertos, but I've met Filibertos.
Alvaro.
Alvaro, yes. Alvaro La Figura. Definitely a common Cuban name.
Cedro.
Cerdo. That's hog. Oye, I got cerdo. The kid's born. Oye, tú te vas a llamar cerdo.
It's Cedro.
Cedo,
Mm-hmm.
which is silk. I think it's silk. He came out like silk.
Ramira.
Ugliest name ever.
I know.
Okay.
Rosa.
Okay, Rose is a nice name. I've met plenty of roses.
Diego.
That's more of a Guatemalan name.
Yeah.
probably work.
Euxeno.
What a horrible name.
Euxenio.
How is it spelled?
There's a list of
X's?
Cuban names with the baby names and the meanings. I gotta see what this is. Yulaski. Jennifer. Yanel.
Yanel. Oh, I've heard that, Yanel. What does Yanel mean?
Veronica.
Veronica?
Which means victory. Luis.
Which means...
Famous warrior.
Hilarious.
Roberto.
Roberto.
It's an Italian origin.
Roberto.
And it means bright fame.
Roberto.
Jose.
What does Jose mean?
The Spanish form of the name Joseph, which means he shall add.
He shall what?
Add.
Add.
Spanish. Caridad.
That means charity?
Yup. Rafael.
I've never met a Raphaelite.
Okay. It means God has healed. Raphael.
Is it one of my cousin's names? Or my cousin? I don't know.
Yes.
I'm not talking about him. I mean the people in general.
Yeah, I was like, that's not an adult.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Manuel. It's from the Hebrew Emmanuel, which means God is with us.
Okay.
Can be shortened to the adorable Manny.
Money. Yeah, money.
Ramon.
Yos, money. What an ugly name. Ramon sounds ugly because it sounds like Hamon, which is ham. What does Ramon mean?
Wise protector. It comes from the Germanic name Raymond.
It's a crappy name because it sounds like Hamon,
Yeah.
which is Spanish for ham. If your name is one letter off from ham, ham is a name.
Yeah.
I've never met a ham, but I'm sure they're out there.
Yeah. Carlos.
Carlos?
Yeah.
That's a cool name, Carlos.
It means free man.
Okay. I had no idea. Oh, that's why so many black people have that name too. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
In what language? Does it tell you?
No, it just says meaning
It
free
means
man.
free man.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's why so many blacks are named Carlos. I never even knew that.
Yeah. Antonio.
It means we'll become a huge football player.
No, it means flourishing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cuban girl names.
Yadelkis, Yadulkis, Yadalkis, Yadelkis.
Ascendina.
Ascendina. Never heard it.
Means safe.
Never heard it.
And I've not met anyone with that name either. Asadoncia.
Asadelkis.
Asadoncia. Means
Never heard.
sweet. Well, that's why I've never met one. I guess they have some kind of other name if they have that. Agueda, which
Nope.
means good-hearted.
Nope.
Alegria.
Alegria.
Yeah.
Who names their kid happy?
Delight.
Huh?
Delight.
What a stupid name or happiness.
Alejandria,
Yes.
which means defender of mankind.
Oh.
Aleja is a common Cuban nickname. Aletha.
Isn't that a place in Greek?
Aletha? I don't know. It means truth. Alicia. Have you met an Alicia?
Oh, yeah.
Noble. Means noble.
They weren't noble.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
They're the least noble people you've met. But sure, I've met Alicia's.
Alita.
Alita means like chicken wing.
Alita means earth.
No, alita is like alitas de pollo, like chicken wing.
Alita.
Oh, that's a really
A-L-L-I-T-A.
that's a good prison name. Alitas.
It means Elita. It means earth.
Alita.
Alita. Yeah.
Like chicken wing.
No, it means
That's
earth.
a great name if you're in prison. Like, what's your prison nickname? Chicken wing. It's like a prison name.
Alondra,
Alandra. Yes, common.
which means defender of men.
Okay. Only Alandra's I remember slowly, so that makes sense.
Alisa. Alisa
Yes.
means rational one.
They were rational.
Annalena
A la nena le gusta
meaning
bailar.
gracious.
Oh, doesn't sound good. What's up with the traffic heading northbound?
That I'm a name.
So there's traffic heading northbound in Tampa? Why? People that work in Sarasota and Bradenton probably.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. You got Barbara.
Barbara is like, usted es un bárbaro, man.
It means foreign or strange.
I had no idea that's what it meant.
Beatrice.
Yes, there's a lot of Beatrices out
It
there.
means voyager.
They do voyage. Basically, they're sluts.
Yeah. Benita
Benita, oye Benita, ven pa' acá, mija.
means blessed.
Yeah.
Fernanda.
Fernanda. What an ugly name.
It means strong as a bear.
Strong as a bear, it's ugly as a bear. What an ugly name. Fernanda, oye Fernanda. Oye, pero tuviste el traje que se puso Fernanda.
Blanca.
Blanca is just white.
Yep. Catalina.
Catalina.
It means pure.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. KK.
Jaro.
Hmm?
Jaro.
How do you spell that?
Charo. Jaro.
Cha. That is not a female
It
name.
means flower.
I've never met anybody with that name.
Clara.
Clear.
Clear and bright. Delilah.
For Cubans? Never met a Cuban Delilah.
Delilah. It means delicate.
Hey there, Delilah. What's up with this traffic heading northbound?
I don't know.
The only
Damisa.
somebody who eats a lot of tamales.
Damisa. Beautiful name refers to someone from the Adriatic Sea, a body of water that separates the Balkans.
I met a girl called Belchi, and I looked it up, and it means like to throw up. And then,
Wow.
like you're belching.
Did they hate their child, so they named it that?
No, it sounds nice in Cuban. Like, ay, mira, tú estás belchi. Belching, like belching. Get it? Like,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
belching.
Yeah. Desirada.
Your Spanish is so bad.
Desirada. What would that be in Cuban
I have
Spanish?
no idea because I can't understand Spanish.
Desirada.
Deshilada.
Yeah.
Dehydrated?
It means wish for.
Dehydrated.
Dunia.
Dun is like poop, right? Like dun ball.
Dog. Yeah. Dunia. It means world. Elena is on the list,
Elena.
which means shining light.
Okay.
Yeah. Elisa, which is